Hey friends, welcome back. This is Lokesh Gorantla, and today we are going to discussing about our web table handling or HTML table handling by using our TypeScript and JavaScript in a Playwright. Okay. And also we'll see for the pagination how we can able to do. For this, I'm going to take an example application. This is the one. Okay, test automation practice.blogspots.com. Okay, you can get for all the information here, like all the type of things you can see here, even registration and email ID, and you can click for alerts or click, copy paste, drag and drop, sliding, and everything. It will be present in this particular application. Okay, if you want, you can use it this one, or else you can go for any other things also. Okay, and here I'm going to take for this particular pagination web application. Basically, in a web table or HTML table, there are two types. Okay, one is like a static, and another one is dynamic. Static is nothing but in the above table. This is like it will be constant. It will not change for any time. It will be a constant. Okay, dynamically it will change for this is the pagination type. Okay, and you can see for the pagination 1 2 3 like this, you can click and you can navigate and you can choose for any name of the product or anything the value. Based upon that, you can click and jump out of that. Okay, like this we can able to do. This is a dynamically it will change. Okay, and if you click this one again, it will show some data and you need to verify those things, and you can need to click for the checkbox. Even you can choose for multiple or single based upon your application. Okay, in this particular application we can choose for multiple as well, and in real time maybe they will give for one or two based upon your application. Okay, and now in this particular application we can see for counting for how many rows we have, how many columns we have. Okay, this is the one first we can see, and after that we can pick for any product to click for checkbox. First one, and second we can click for multiple checkbox. Okay, duplicate code we should not write for in that code, right? Because we need to reusing code we need to use. At that moment, we can create for one reusable function, and that function by using that we can click for multiple checkboxes. Okay, and then finally we can do for pagination. Okay, and how we can able to do this pagination and how the count will see and okay. And here I'm going to create for already I created one spec here. Okay, in this spec we are going to first navigate this particular web application. Okay, page dot go to and specify this URL. Okay, and then we can wait page dot locator. We can take the locator for this particular table. Basically, web table, when you inspect this one, right, whenever you can see there are like a table. Okay, table is nothing but web tables, HTML tables we can able to call it. Okay, in the table it is having four headers and body. Okay, in the body again we have some kind of TRs. In the inside the TRs we can see for TDs. Columns we can say for TDs, and headers we can able to say for TH. Okay, the same thing it will present for all the places means no. Some companies will not use these kind of things. Maybe they will use for allies also. Different company will use for different ways. Okay, and this particular web application they are using for this format. Okay, but approach is the same one. Okay, now if you want to find the columns how many it is there means we can able to find for the th how many th are presented means if you say in headers how many th are mean headers. Okay, how many headers are presented if you count, then that is a column counts how many columns are there. Okay, and then if you want rows means TRs rows, if you found that based upon that. Okay, and table having for ID we can pick that ID, and we can make it as a single quotation hash and ID, that particular ID value. Okay, and then we can able to store this into a constant variable because we need to reusing locations. Okay, table I'm going to use tables, a table anything is okay. Okay, based upon your convenience you can provide for any. Okay, and then we need to count of count of rows and columns, right? Then here we can able to use for first a, a weight a tables dot allocator, because we need to find the columns first th, right? Inside that what we can able to see here, th header. Okay, in header if you say here header, inside the header tr and th, there are two is there but one is on the side, and we can able to see that also, but we can here copy this value and keep it here and provide for hash. Okay, now you can see four header values are came, right? So that I'm going to take for header and tr and those things, because that hash table name we are not going to take, because we are already take that complete table and there we are going to find for columns count. Okay, now I'm going to use for constant columns. Okay, in this you can specify columns. Okay, and I'll print in my console columns count and comma, we can say separated columns dot count. This function will give that how many columns are presented. Okay, and then we can able to say here, and another one is rows, right? Constant rows. Okay, in this rows what are the things we can do? Await a table dot allocator. Okay, we have already taken, right? Just we can specify for tier, not only TD, and we can able to get for TR. Okay, we can see 6 rows we can able to see. Or else if you want for T body, because we are already header location, we need to read that, and yes, we can see in a file. Okay, because the headers, right? We are not going to read the data from the headers. That's why we are going to take for T body, and inside that what other things are presented, those things. Okay, and this I'll remove because we are already in table sections, right? And then I'm going to show that console.log, and then we can specify for rows count. Okay, and here we can say rows dot count. Okay, and then we can wait for some time. Await page dot await, and here we can specify 5000. Okay, before that we can, because all are wait functions, right? I'll copy paste here, await, and here, because sometimes it will fail if you are not use await. And I'm going to take for new time now, and here we can use for the, now our spec is basically a web table dot spec dot ts and hit enter mode. Okay, no test forms. Okay, I'll copy. Now it is running. Okay, you can see 5 and 4. Okay, 5 rows, 5 columns and 5 rows. Okay, now we are able to read from that, right? Now we are able to read, right? In that we can able to use for some assertion also for columns how many it is there, and we can able to do that as well. Okay, expect, and here we can able to say await columns dot count. Okay, and if you want you can use for wait as outside also, inside also. Okay, to be columns got 5, right, and 5. Okay, the similar format even we can able to use for rows as well. Okay, we can say here rows columns got 4 and rows got 5, right? Now again we'll see whether it will pass or fail. If it is fail, we can see for report. Object got received empty. Now it is printed, it is waiting some 5 seconds, and now it is got passed because the wait are writing outside, right? That's why it is failed. Okay. Now we can see for clicking for any product or selecting. Click on any product check box in a row. Okay, we are going to do now this one. Okay, how we can able to check it, and here we can able to see there is a product number 3 or 5. I'm going to take as a 5, and this I need to check the checkbox, right? Now how you can able to do it, how we can able to do the product here, and we can able to use for the filter option. Okay, in this filter option we can able to select any product. Okay, here constant. Okay, and constant we can able to say click check. Okay, and here how we can able to use the rows. 1 minute, sorry, and we need to click as a checkbox, right? For here what we can do in a rows, we need to find, right, in the rows any row in the 5 or something we can able to click, right? Now rows are already found, right? A rows a dot a filter, those dot filter. Even you can able to see here what are the option: has not text, has text. We can able to pass anything. Has, we can able to provide some locator, which locator we are expecting. Okay, what type of locator we need to present, and has text, what text we are expecting in that locator. That is the one we have to specify, right? Now I'm going to choose this particular filter, and then here, and then we need to use for some curly braces. Okay, in this curly braces what we need to do, has. Okay, what has we need to do, the locator it is expected, right? The locator is basically await page dot locator. Okay, what locator we are going to asking this one to do, and here is basically TD, right? Inside the TR we have 4 TDs, all are TDs we are expecting, right? And that particular TD I'm going to specify. Okay, this is the one. Okay, then I'm going to use for comma. What text we are going to use? Has text. As text, what type of text we are going to expecting in that particular, in this particular product file. Okay, if we inspect this particular product, the text will be product file. Okay, now I'm going to take as a product file. Okay, this particular text I'm expecting. Okay, and it will return for expected row. Okay, it will return for expect row. Okay, this expected row, by using this expected row, we'll check that we'll click on anything. Okay, if you see this, all are TDs. Inside that only for one input is there. Okay, we are going to click for this particular input checkbox. Okay, now how we can able to do this one? Expect dot, we can able to say for locator. Okay, what locator we can able to pass is, that is a tag based like input. Okay, and then we can able to use for click. Now what we have done here is basically expected a row we are captured by using for filter, and then we are going to using for locator to click for that particular checkbox. Okay, whether we can able to click or not, we'll see. Now my application is going to load. See, fifth text box got clicked. Okay, like this we can able to click for checkbox. Okay, and then until now what we have done, getting for columns and rows, then we are going to click for particular element. Okay, these are the things we have done, right? Now we are going to create for one reusable function for like selecting for multiple checkboxes. Okay, sorry. What we need to do in this time, we can able to create for reusable function in outside of the test, because we need to ask that like we need to multiple checkboxes need to be checked, right? Like this, 1 2 3 and 4, like this we need to click, and what are the product we are passing, that parameter based we need to create, and we need to create that. If you use this one multiple times, we need to use this function, right, to clicking more. Every time we need to repeat this particular thing. That is not a good idea, right? For doing this, we can able to create one simple reusable function purpose, this particular one, and we can able to reuse to click. Okay, how we can able to create the function? For outside we can use here function. Okay, I'm going to use a function name called select or click checkbox. uh, Click underscore checkbox. Okay, this is the my name I'm going to using, and here curly braces. Okay, in this checkboxes, what are the things I'm going to expect? The rows, how many rows is presented? That rows one, and it will expect for page, because without page we can't create, right? The page and name of product, which product you are going to click. Okay. Now I'll copy this entire code from from here to here. I'll copy and I'll paste inside this. Okay. Now here await is not working because of it is not within a sync function. It is not an async function, that's why it is not expecting. Okay, because if you are not using await, definitely our function will fail, right? Then we'll use for async function to use it. Okay, now I'll take the name this one, and here the product file location, I'll change this one into here. Okay, now we are able to click based upon our text. Okay, now I'm going to use this particular function here to keep clicking multiple times, multiple checkboxes. Okay, now here I'll use it here. await. Okay, because await is a mandatory to use it because otherwise it will fail. And then we can pass for the rows by default rows and page and the name of the product 1 or product 2 or product 3 or product 4. Okay, all three options we have passed, and same thing again I will use this one and I will gain three times. Okay, you can do not only continuously, you can randomly also you can pick, and you can able to use for that code as well. Okay, now we'll run and see. Now this time we need to click for three particular checkboxes, 1 and 2 and 3. Okay, whether we are going to click or not, we'll see. Okay, 2 is not clicked because something happened or overlapping sometime. Sometime maybe when I'm mouse hovering or something time maybe it is. Product 2, product 2. Okay, we'll see one more time because something happened. It is immediate double time it is clicked, I guess. That's why it is got unchecked. Okay, no issues. I use for 5. We'll see 5 now it will click or not. Something it is happening actually. But it will click all the things, checkboxes, but unfortunately it's not clicked. But it is selected one. When we are mouse over my scrolling down, right, that time it is clicked immediately and it is jumped out of that. But it will click as expected, okay, because we are using for all the TRs, everything, right? It definitely will click. Okay, don't worry about it. And then we can able to use for this particular option rotating like a pagination now. Okay, pagination also we can see now. Okay, pagination how we can able to a similar format of code, but only one thing is like first we can read for complete rows, and in that particular values like all the text values, and we can able to read and display that what all the values are present, like uh, all the row values and table values we can display first. Okay, then we can use for pagination means it will display that as expected. Okay, first we can go ahead for and display that all the row values. Okay, for all the row values we can able to say for let I equal to 0. Okay, I is greater than or less than await rows dot count. Okay, and then we need to use for I plus plus I plus plus. Okay, here we can say we can able to read that all the counts, and it will give for how many rows, 5 rows are there, right? 5 rows it will rotate one by one. Okay, in this what we need to read an nth row of rows, we need to inside the rows we need to read from nth. Nth is nothing but nth will start from 0. Okay, in the 0 we can able to read for rows means each time one row it will be displayed. Okay, 0 row and first and 2 3 4 5 6 like this it will display for rows, and we can make the row to read like rows dot nth child, and here we can able to specify our I. Okay, in this I we need to, from the rows, we need to read for TDs because we need to get the all the TD values from a row. Okay, we'll display one by one, right? Then we can do for one thing and row dot allocator. What locator we are expecting? TD locator, right? TD locator, and we can mark it as a await. If it is work, then okay. Otherwise, we'll remove the await constant TD. Okay. In this TD, from the TD, how many TDs are presented? We need to read TDs, right? How many rows it is presented? We need to read from the red. Okay. And again, in the each TD, we need to display the text. For that, again, we need to rotate for loop for that, right? Now here, I'm using for let j equal to 0 and j is less than tds dot count. Okay, and then we can able to use for j plus plus. Okay, await. Okay, and then sorry, and we are able to count from the tds also, right? In the tds, we need to get for one by one. We need to display and console.log. Okay, in the console.log cell value, I'll keep the cell value. Okay, comma, and here we can able to use for await, and here tds dot nth child, that is j, we are going to specify dot text contains. From that particular cell we are extracting, and there we are going to read that value in the text, and we are going to display. Okay, now I'm going to enter. Now you can see all the values are displayed. Okay, now this method we can able to display for all the cell values. Okay, we are able to see the cell value. Now how we can able to do the pagination? The second page we need to go, right? For this code we can able to reuse and we can able to create. Until that, now I'm going to like comment this section. Same code I'll reuse. Okay, don't worry. Display all cell values. Okay, and now we are going to do for our main things, that is pagination. We'll reuse the same code. Now before that, we need to see these particular pages. We need to move, and here there is no section to move, right? And we need to move from here itself. You can see if you inspect this particular element, we can see the active one is become one, and then we can see all the LIs are presented. Okay, in this LIs are presented. We need to read for the particular one. Okay, there is a ID is there. Inside the ID, we can able to say LI, and inside that A is presented. Okay, now we can read for all the pages, like all the values from there. Okay, then we can do for loop, and there we can read for in case, because active becomes 0, right? Then we can able to use like if you greater than 0, then we need to click, otherwise we should not click. By default this value becomes 0, right? Then we can say for that, based upon that we'll see. Okay, now here I'll take for ID. Okay, and we'll find it ID, and then you can see li and a, we are able to find for 4. Okay, now I'm going to copy this one. Okay, and here await page dot locator. In this locator we have to store constant pages. Okay, now I have stored that particular pages inside here. Now we'll see for loop. Okay, for loop int, sorry, let k equal to a 0. We can start from the 0. Okay, then we can able to use for k is greater than await pages dot count. Okay, it count more than that. Okay, k plus plus. Okay, from here we need to read if that k value is greater than that k, then we need to click, otherwise we should not click. Okay, if k is greater than less than greater than 0, then we need to click. For the clicking purpose we need to use -1, right? Await pages dot n child, and there what we need to use a k value dot a click function. We need to click. If it is more than, like now it is 1, it is there, then 1 it is there, then we can able to click, otherwise we should not click. Okay, first value by default 0, right? That is 0 it is taking. If it is 1 incremented, then we are going to click for second. If it is going for third, then again we are going to click for third section. Like this we can click and we can go. Okay, now whether we are able to click these particular actions or not, we'll see. Okay, then we'll write for remaining code. See, all four got clicked, right? Now we can say for this particular code we'll copy. We'll paste after if if. Okay, now here we can able to read everything, every value we can able to read it. Okay, and it will read for every time every cell value from that rows. Each time it will change, right? That time it will click, and again it will read, again and it will click. Okay, like this it will keep on continue up to 20. See, all got done. Now if you go here, see all 20 values are displayed. Product 20 and 16, 18, 19, 15, 14. Like this it will all values got displayed. Okay. And the same code whether it will work as expected from JavaScript or not. Okay. I'll copy this one. We'll go for JavaScript and I'll paste it here and required package. Okay, save it and then come back here. We'll change the name web table spec.js, not specs, spec. In JS, sorry, file name, why you will take this? Oh, sorry, here I have written as yes and JS. Now it is right. Now see all the values are changed, are clicked, and also it will display here as well. Okay, the same code with what are the commented, right? This all code also it will work in JavaScript as well. Okay, without any issue. Okay, this is all about for WebTable handle, and also pagination for the WebTable. Thank you for watching, and please do subscribe and share to your friends and colleagues. Thank you.